Yo, I don't think anyone's here. Hey, buddy. Oh, cute dude. Wait. Man, on a petty, kind of like rivalry level, I love that City lost. From a neutral, it's good for the parody, so to speak. Uh, I'm glad that City lost and Crystal Palace won. From history standpoint, it's Crystal Palace's first ever major trophy. So now you have the two English domestic titles or cup competitions have been won by Newcastle, breaking like a half a century long drought of major trophies, and then Crystal Palace breaking like 100 plus years because they've never won a major trophy. Yo, I love how the personal reward is this. It's only the second one of these, as far as I know, that they've ever like offered. The other one was in a event award shop, or maybe it was a conquest award shop. But I have one. I haven't given it to anyone yet. Was that Ian McKellen? Was that Ian McKellen? Dude, if Ian McKellen is a freaking Palace fan, I'm a Palace fan. I'm sorry, Liverpool. I love you, but my boy's been napping, dude. He's got some eye boogies. That's good sport of Pep there. They're showing Pep and he's going around and he's congratulating a lot of the Palace players one on one. Dude, what is this? Ghost? Really? Okay, that means he's got his hobgoblin in his hand. If yo, what up, Toxic? How you been, man? That means he's got hobgoblin in his hand if his green goblin is not been hit by a Celine. Tired as fuck. Heard that. What you got going on today or tonight? What'd you do? Get done with a nap? Beady, so cute. Rabid Roadkill. What a name. Ooh, cheeky. Chaquita. Okay, the one problem though is if I put multiple man in the middle, it kind of makes the Nemoralator a little more harder to pull off. He's snapping already. He's got his Surge in hand. Alright, multiple man, go right. Your Wisdom Tooth is killing you? What about it? Did you get him removed? Okay, it's not over yet. We still have the Namora Odin line. It's not over. Yeah, did you get your wisdom teeth removed? Or is it just hurting and you need to get it removed kind of thing? Well, this isn't great. Why didn't he Korg first? Goober. Oh shit, I shouldn't have even played the Nightcrawler. I forgot about Scream. Oh well. They need to remove it. Yesterday, I have no time till Friday. Let me ask you this. Hold, wait, you might have answered. I need to survive a whole week till they pull the last one. So, okay, so when I got my wisdom teeth taken out, I got all four taken out at the same time. Now, I heard at the time that that's not really ideal. It's a lot of pain, especially for like a 13-year-old or however I was at the time. Yo, what up, Nim? I need someone to take one for the team. Oh, you gotta love somebody who retreats now, huh? Gotta love that. Thank you for your 2 cubes. Generous donation. Um, so yeah, I got all four removed at the same time. What did you get? Like, I'm kind of confused. Did you get 3 taken out and they're gonna come back and do your last one, or what happened there, Toxic? Yo, I can't believe Crystal Palace won. That's so dope, dude. First, Crystal Palace, a club that's been around over 100 years, probably like 130-ish years. First major trophy, dude. So dope. What's also dope about that is because of the way that qualifying works for Europe, there is a chance that certain smaller teams like Brentford, Bournemouth, Brighton, even potentially Fulham could also make European competition next year, depending on where, like, what happens with Manchester United and Tottenham and where they finish up, what happens with Chelsea. Because, like, basically, like, Chelsea, if they win the Europa League, they automatically qualify for Europe next year through that position. So if they finish a certain spot in the Premier League, then that qualifying spot gets pushed down to the next eligible one. So you could have such small sides as like Brentford. Oh, I need to go to the web shop. You can have such small sides as Brentford in Europe next year. Now, granted, it would just be the Conference League, but web shop. Yo, Toxic, have you ever played Magic the Gathering? Okay, that's pretty cool. Too bad I didn't have a multiple man in my hand. Dude, that's so dope. Shout out Crystal Palace for real. Wow, this is neat. This is neat. This is nifty. Yo, I got another red neon. Look, red neon. Look at my recent draw history. Red neon, red neon, red neon, premium mystery. Four of my last six have been good pulls. Love to see it. Love to see it. All right, let me get caught up. Ooh, yo, what is this sorcery we have brewing? Damn, this seems snappable, but yo no say. I really wish I had Namora in hand. I kind of want to snap. I need someone. Okay, I had my wisdom teeth taken out when I was like 15, 16. It wasn't bad for me at all, but I know some people. Um, the one cool thing is you get so I was just showered in mashed potatoes, ice cream, pudding, right, dude? If you could get all the soft foods you want. Time by time, my old dentist pulled two like 5 years ago, and the third out like 2 months ago. Starts to hurt, and yeah, that happened now. Oh, dude, that sucks. Hate that. Only a bit, not much. Oh, I'm asking because I recently have gotten into Magic, and I've been obsessed. I'm not to sound too cocky, but when you like, I really can make good decks. The problem is I just don't fine tune them enough because I don't play enough. But the amount of times that like a new card will come out, your boy will I'll whip up something completely organically and then kind of play with it and then not think anything of it, and then a month or so later it's like a common package. Now obviously I didn't have Kahori, but when Victoria Hand came up, I whipped up something nasty. I think I saved this. Do we just Oh, this isn't great. Only a bit. How did tables go? Oh, did you see the story? I got my ass beat. Um this so somebody had just wicked combos. We're obviously playing the what's it called? Called like brawl slash commander mode, right? And it's just like some people just ramp so crazy, right? Like you're over there sitting, you're thinking you're doing decent, right? You got this out and this out. You've buffed this a little bit, couple counters on this, and then you look over and somebody's like, "I'm gonna play the artifact of fuck you," and yeah, that comes with I can tap this for anything I effing want, and I have this here. I'm gonna play Big Schlong Magong, and that's going to counter everything that you ever hope to do, but that's okay. Let me just tap this. And then you're like, what the hell? And that dude didn't win. The next person then goes, yeah, I have all of that, but I'm going to make mine an enchantment 6/6 where you just get your I don't even know, sucked out of you. I'm staying in this. I don't know what's about to happen. He's going to play his other Victoria Hand. Oh, spooky. Toxic, you there? Do I stay in? You got 50 credits? Womp, womp, womp. Yeah. What's cool about this, like, comic shop and stuff is. I think I'm staying in. Whatever. Um, is at least with this Commander night on Fridays, it's so laid back, right? Like, um, first off, for me, now the first time I played with two, like, all people I knew. So we were chilling in that regard. Hold on. What is about to happen? I'm scared. Oh, he definitely put. I mean, did Ironheart really need to hit Odin so many times? Nightheart was there. Ironheart, Nightcrawler, Ironheart, Night Iron, Ironcrawler. Come on. It was there for you. That's sad. He even misplayed that. He shouldn't. He played the Hawk first, meaning these two cards didn't get doubled like they could and should have. But yeah, it's pretty dope because like everyone's pretty laid back. They are patient with me, especially as someone who's new. Um, we don't really keep track of winners, although we do. Like the person who won the first game, the second game, like I attacked them first just because I was like, hey, you won, you got the target on your back, and they were cool with it. Um, so that's really dope. Yeah, these are some boot bounties for sure. Let me clean up some mine, and then I'll get some activates in here. Well, that was sad. See, this is my deck that I had made the moment that Victoria hand came out. I made two decks, people might remember. Pop Lock and Drop It. Now, it's had a couple different iterations, but this is essentially it. Like, Werewolf wasn't initially in it, but I put him in it once we had High Voltage. And I kind of kept him in it because I liked it. And then I also made this. And someone in chat, I don't remember who, I'm sorry, came up, like, I had named it Victoria Swarm Hand. Because Victoria, Swarm, and Victoria Hand, right? Victoria, and someone noticed and they were like, why don't you call it Victoria's Warm Hand? And I was like, I like it. That's good. That's good. So anyways, maybe I try her Warm Hand again. I've missed it. Hey, who wants to hold Speedy? Dude, that's so dope for Crystal Palace, man. They're about to do the champagne and the trophy lift real quick. That's dope. Here you go. Speedy, you going to Nim. Be nice. You want to go to Nim? Hackerman. Speedy Hackermans. Damn, this is kind of tricky. Kind of a bummer I'm not getting to, like, you to... of course, he's got a Mobius. That I'm not getting to utilize Tinker's Workshop, but it is what it is. Heyo, that's cool. I like that. Damn, the Mobius for real? What is he playing? Oh, never mind. You got that from Triskelion. My mic's okay, right? Volume? Or do I need to turn the music down some? Hmm. I don't want to destroy the shard too soon, but I guess it really doesn't matter. I would try to find a way to discard the... Sorry. I'm sorry. Stop. Alright. You win. I wanted to face him towards the camera, but... Yeah, I want to discard the Swarm, but with Mobius there, it's not even worth. Especially with no Bullseye on the board. Amazing use of the Gucci Man emote. Incredible. Oh, I should have Mystique though, Mega Red, huh? Or even done Sentinel Captain America and Mystiqued it. Me no think good. Alright, let's go. Dance with the devil. Okay, this isn't cool. He's got a, let's see. He's going to add at least 6 to the right. That's 19. This gives me 7, 4, 11. I go to 21. He would just need 2 extra. Besides Snap, what have you been playing last couple days? Oh, dude, I knew that he had that second Victoria hand as well. Gotcha, heard that. So no CR? Yo, I play a deck with the Quinjet in it, go against Airsham. I'll put him down. To hell with CR. Alright, one more time, Speedy. Say bye, stream. Airsham deck, and Airsham gives him an Agent 13. Crazy. Dude, when I hold him, my mouse pad is just, which is black by the way, so I can see his white hair contrasting on it super well. My man's shedding. Alright, I want to play this, but then I don't get to really utilize the Quinjet and the Moon Girl. Moon Lady. Oh my god, this whole time I've had my snap on the wrong audio source. No, I'm 90-ish? 90? I don't hit infinite anymore. It's not what the it's not what the cool kids do, trust me. That's not what we do around here. I laugh because through the pain. Okay, this isn't really smart. I moved the werewolf over, but it doesn't do enough to win. Plus, I can't play a card there. Oh, a mí no me gusta. A mí no me gusta. I do like playing. Okay, hold on. Well, oh, this is not great either, but Agent 13, thank you. When I'm with you. What you been up to, by the way, Nate? I mean, does he just Shang-Chi, my guy? I love Mockingbird's little landing sound. That's so dope. Underrated. I need 3 of them. I need to be able to just quick fire it. One more time. I don't know. Yo no say what. This is bad. I don't have Werewolf by Night. No bots here. Yeah, just bought 2 Series 4 packs. Cool kids are hard stuck. Exactly. That's what the cool kids do. Mart. Wait, I read Guardian the Martyr. That's sad. I shouldn't have stayed. Get me out. No, this is where we make it happen. Scared money don't make money. Once I hit Infinite, I grind Conquest. Yeah, that's normally my play too, but what's happened over the last like 6 months is when I've hit Infinite, an event will come out, like a Deadpool's Diner or High Voltage or the Sanctum, and then so I play that a whole bunch, and then I don't get any Conquest grinded. Or there's, like in December, I was playing High Voltage so much, I didn't play Ladder or Conquest near enough. See? Scared money don't make money. It's quite simple. Uh, same, Nate. Although, last month was the well. Okay, how do I word this? Same, but thankfully it's not. It's not happened that much. I've only not hit Infinite 2 months out of the last like 20 months. And then again, one of them was because in December, I even hit. The craziest part is I hit 90 within the first 5 days. I hit rank 97 within the first week, and I just kind of always like put it on the back, like, oh, I'll hit Infinite. No worries. Even if I would slide to 94, no worries. I'd hit Infinite. And then I get on the last day to grind Conquest, like 2 hours before the season ended, and I'm like, I'm still at 97. No. So you'll see that I've hit it almost every month, like boom, 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 boom. And then I didn't hit it Gore, which sucks because this card back was rowdy. All the places that you see like the pewter or like the bronze pewter color, this reddish burgundy, whatever you want to call it, it's gold instead, fire. And then I didn't get that one last month, which I'm not even really sweating that much. This one I hate missing. And the Guardians, I hated not getting the gold cassette tape. Also, I wish the equip button was on the left side and equipped all was on the right. At least as somebody who lives in the Western Hemisphere, we're used to working left to right. I also get that that's not the case for the whole world, so maybe it's not a problem. And there's more people on the Eastern Hemisphere than the Western Hemisphere, so if we're being empathetic to the majority, then they did it right, and I should shut up. Him being cold and calculating, you bouncing around Mockingbird. That's funny. Like, I'm imagining him doing like the little Zach Galifianakis when he's counting cards, and I'm over here just like, listen to how cool she sounds. What up, Ethan? Happy Saturday to you as well, mi amigo. It's been amazing. What you been up to? I never got the God pack 2 cards in a pack. What? Wait, that's you can do that? Did you? I think I've opened maybe 5 of the snap packs so far. And wow, a gold Bardock. So, not a huge sample size, right? But of the packs that I've opened, the 2 bonus items have been boosters in every instance. Man, if only I had Quinjet on the board. Just getting home from playing around. Smashing some turkey sandwiches. Playing around a golf. How'd you swing them? Did you play 9, 18? What was it looking? Did you smash them bevies? Was it a bevy Saturday? I don't play her a lot. No, I don't think most people do. But when they went back and added the little roller skate animation for her, so good. I think I should just punt right. I'm probably not gonna be able to compete with that. He's got a lot of juice. Got a lot of juice. Ooh, but I have... Oh. Dude, too bad. Too bad, so sad. I have Victoria and Moonstone, but no real cards to benefit from it. I mean, maybe... Actually, the set... Hold on. Wait a minute. You freaking love to see it. Not only as a City hater, but as a neutral and just fan of the sport. It's so good. It's Crystal Palace's first major trophy ever, and they're like 140-year existence. Yes, sir. We played 18. I get until a double bogey, then I pick up my ball. That's a solid system. I'll fuck with that. How do we do this? Tengo una pregunta. Alright, Werewolf will end up in the middle. Next turn, I can play Moonstone on the left. And my other Victoria hand. I'm not going to get another Victoria hand. I was just kidding. That was a joke. It's a big lad. Oh, that's a cool pull for him. I don't even know the math. Okay, hold on. So I'm adding 10 power for sure, right? But then she is going to acquire this ability, so she is going to go up. Okay, 10. She's going to have that ability and give it to herself. So it's going to be a 12 and then a 14. And then she gets added. So I'm adding 18 power on the left. I don't know the math. I think it's this. Do I stay in? We don't know. Scared money don't make money, they say. I think it's this. No Enchantress, please. Don't do it to me. I will cry on stream. You can't make me do it. Easy. No, I spoke too soon. Oh. Don't do it. Don't hurt me. Yo, if he would have pulled, because keep in mind, he could have pulled the left Isan. We had already punted right? So we don't care about the Strange Supreme. If he, he could have pulled this Isan instead of that Isan. He could have pulled out Orca. But no, he almost just scared me. Scared money don't make money. Lucky, skill, streamer luck. Which, Lord knows, I deserve some, because if you've watched this stream, you know I don't streamer luck doesn't exist here. Streamer luck does not exist here. I'll never forget the triple Wolverine sequence that happened like 8 months, 9 months ago, but I'll have to find the clip for you. But, I had a triple wolf, like, basically, I lost what's essentially 5 or maybe even 6 50-50s in a row. All in one, not over the course of a game. On the final turn. Like, he played like a Carnage and a Venom, and he already had multiple Wolverines or something like that. It was like a destroy deck kind of situation, right? And long story short, on one play at the end of the game, 6 straight 50-50s I lost on like where Wolverine landed before the next one. And then I lost by 1 point because the Wolverine got 8. Like, it literally needed to get 8 perfectly over a 6 coin flip sequence. And it was, yeah. Needless to say, I switched games almost instantly. I'm using his own boy against him. Yeah, after I get done with my 2 big ones, I'm going to grab some of those activates, and I'm going to play the modern cloning deck. I'm going to put Lasher back in. Okay, he can't play a card here. He might have just cucked himself a little bit. Cuckleberry Finn. Alright, if we play, let's just say him. I'm at 5-10. Now, obviously, if you play something else that Strange can absorb, I just don't think we worry about that, and we do that, maybe? Actually, I'm going to sacrifice this. No, because that would send it back over. Wait. I finally had the right line, though. Dude, the grapple arrow can be tricky. Very tricky. Yeah, I was watching Dexter last night, I think. And he was running some semblance of that. Dude, one of my biggest first world probs pet peeves in games is when there is a visual bug for a notification and there's not actually anything that you need to claim. Again, I prefaced first world problem though. Literally not a problem. Wait, Nim, are we talking about notifications or like you know, you're downstairs? Kid. Woo! I'm here all week. Literally, hopefully that's the goal. Streamtacular. Dude, the Final Fantasy stuff for Magic is so expensive. My cousin, hopefully his wife never sees this footage. It should be scrubbed from the internet forever. But my cousin spent like 1,300-ish bucks on various, you know, like the box, like a couple of boxes. What's called a display set and stuff. And now 20 of that $1,300 is for me, and I'll be paying him back. I think I'm gonna buy some individual packs off him as well. What up, Lux? Lux is so handsome. Lux is so cute. Lux is one to give you the boot. Too many people at my house, and I'm only on 4 hours of sleep. What does that mean? Roommates, graduation, kind of get together? Question mark. If I just deduce that, oh my gosh, call me Sherlock Cock. Yep, Sherlock Holmes. See, if I play Galacta though, then I don't even like, you know what I mean? Like, there's no point of even competing to win the spot. He probably plays Lady Sif. Maybe Colleen Wing and Blade? Question mark. Whatever. My family threw a party and threw a party. That's not how you spell it. Threw a party. At first, I'm like, okay, your family maneuvered through a party. And invited everyone in the neighborhood, was going to guest house party. So not only are there too many people, but I don't know anyone. Ooh, a little double whammy. Send help, juice box. And all the kids are in middle school. But what was the party for? Wait, are you back? Are you back home, huh? For the summer? You're not in Chi-Town? Okay. Here's what we do. Actually, yeah. This and this. We'll have 2 here. Next turn we play Collector and Hawkeye. No. Collector, Victoria Hand, maybe. My family ain't that extroverted to do stuff like that. That's so well said. Most of my family isn't either. My mom is, though. I have no idea what just happened. About them. He's already done his shard. He can't do that one again. He does have free swarms. 2 of them? 4 of them? 2 of them? 4 of them? 2 of them? 2 of them. Alright, next turn we then play... This is one thing I wish Snap would let you do. I think it would help movement decks. Now, granted, movement's got a lot of cards lately to make them better, but... I guess So like next turn, I'm gonna be full, right? But let's say I play Hawkeye on the left. Werewolf will move over, and I would have a slot for Moonstone, but I actually won't have a slot because you can't like pre-select stuff. Like you can't put stuff in like a batter's box, so to speak. I mean, we don't love it. Okay. Hawk. Kate Bishop. Werewolf goes over there. Werewolf here. 9 powered. 15 on the left. I probably lose. I mean, Bullseye just sap and sucks me blind. I just get sap and sucked. We're staying in just so I have more reason to complain about discard. I've just been told I have to go down and play ping pong with him. Put me on the TV. No, I'm just kidding. If I never... You... Alright, Lux. I appreciate you swinging in. Blade? And we're okay? Blade and we're okay. We don't know, though, the sap and suck. Bullseye, you hit things on the right. Zap things on the right. Nice. Dude, that fast forward gets so sketchy. Okay, Bullseye hit 3 things. 2 of them in the middle, so that was nice of him. Huge. Very huge. My family ain't extroverted enough for that. Ah, that's funny, Nate. That's real good. I think I saw in Cell's Discord, Nate, you said you hit infinite, what, playing like a bullseye kind of thing? Oh, I hate that location. Thank you for the hawk. Thank you for the hawk. I used auto meek. I don't know what that means. Like you only put meek in the deck and then you had it autofill. Also use negative with anti-venom in the pass card. What's the pass card again? Is that Cucko? And Surge is the like spotlight card. You tap a card and you have an available deck slot. Oh, so, okay. So basically the same thing. But that's what you meant by auto meek. I didn't know if auto referred to like a concept of like, you know how Gambit used to have like a, you could make him into like a turret. I didn't know if that's what the kind of auto that you meant. Hello, Moto. I knew there was a reason why I was... So, as I was drawing my line last turn, I kept thinking I need to play Victoria hand on the left. And it was because if I wanted to subsequently put Moonstone on her, I needed to... I needed to play her on the left because of Asteroid M. So what we're going to do instead is probably Hawk, because we don't want to do Mindscape anyways. We're going to do that. And then next turn... Hold on. Alternatively... Yeah, no, that's fine. Agreed. We both hate Mindscape. So much for... Damn it! So one thing I was considering there, when it came to playing Bear versus playing Sentinel, was that I literally thought in my head, I was like, if I lose Quinjet, I then can't play Moonstone and the Bear on turn 6. So I was like super worried about playing Sentinel, but I went with it anyways, and not cool. Esme Cucko, I think, yeah, and Anti-Venom sets a card. Yep, indeed. There's a Snow Guard bounty up. Is there? Only 125 points, though. Ooh, perfect timing, dude. Look at you speak it into existence, Nim. Yo, I love that they're giving something as unique as this. They've only given this as a reward one other time as far as I'm aware. Unless it was like a reward in the well tracker at one point. But and I have the one other that I gave. See, I got another red neon. They've been feeding me. Kind of like the last iteration of the Galactus Conquest shop, right? It gave either copper metallic or gold cosmic, I think. Anyways, no. It gave either copper metallic or red web. And then this one gives you either red neon or black web. And so anyways, I got like 13, 14 of the copper metallics in the last shop. I'm already on 6-ish of the red neons in this one. But anyways, this is the one that they had given us out previous. I think it was a reward for a Deadpool's Diner, maybe? High voltage, something like that. Conquest shop. Yeah, I didn't make the deck. I let the game generate it. Hilarious. I just beat a mission by using Shang and Chancer. Ugh. Ugh, Nate. Gross. Yeah, I don't either. It'd have to be a card that it would be like a specific variant, probably, for the most part. Because any of the green I can't really think of any green and red heroes. Except for Santa Claus, of course, baby. Can I? Of course, I get Orchis' Forge and no collector. Pass card game. Yo, Nate, do you mind? You don't have to be too specific, but how old are you, give or take? 22? Okay. I was using Agamotto Airsham. That is stinky, Nate. That is very stinky. For the record, I asked because, and I love you being here, Nate. You're my dog, but sometimes you like type stuff as if I've never played the game before. You know what I mean? Uh, like you're like Devil Dinosaur's power is based on how many cards you have in your hand. I don't know what to play. This is so hard to pilot sometimes. I haven't seen a Jeff in eons. John 316. You think he's a wrestling Steve Austin fan, or is that a is it he's very Christian? Seeing John 316 light up in the knee of the what hologram of Mojo World is something I didn't know I needed. Seeing John 316 in Mojo World's holograms is fantastic. What do we play? This game's so tough. That's completely fair, and I've been wanting to say it for a couple weeks, and I definitely didn't mean to come off rude. You can keep talking exactly that way, because like, okay, you know the expression like if the shoe fits, wear it, and it's basically like if somebody has like a self-esteem issue about like, okay, now let's pivot away from our conversation for a second. I'm gonna be speaking in general for a second. Person A could say something to person B completely innocuously, like innocently as hell, meaning nothing by it, right? Okay, person A could say something to person B completely innocently, meaning nothing by it. But person B, if they have like self-esteem issues or they are self-conscious about something, they might find something in your statement and like now they think you're talking right. Okay, and like they get maybe even defensive, even though you weren't or person A wasn't trying to be offensive, right? I bring that up because like if I had self-esteem issues, which I thankfully don't have many, but if there was one thing that I didn't have self-esteem issues about, it's my intellect. And I know that sounds cocky, but it is what it is. I'm just speaking truthfully here. So like, if I had self-esteem issues in my intelligence, the way you word those maybe would like offend me more. Does that make sense? But I guess I go on that whole spill because you can completely talk like that. That's completely fine because I don't find, you know what I mean? Like it's worded like I'm getting talked to like I've never played the game, but I don't take it. I don't know how to word it. You get what I'm saying? Like I don't. That could offend somebody, but it doesn't me because I'm not. I'm like. He knows I know. That must just be how he delivers lines. Is kind of how I've always read it. And I was like, but anyways, that's I just wanted to bring that up. That's why I ask. Okay, I don't know what we do. This is so awkward. Oh, we have no idea what's about to happen. Oh, we know that we're about to get a I'm keeping the arrow. My -2 arrow. Also, my opponent apparently snapped at one point. I have genuinely no idea what's about to happen here. I think I lose because I only have 3. Damn it! The misery effed me. Bro. So, alternatively, I should have played Victoria Hand on the left. And then the acid arrow on the right. I know it's like, why the right? It's blocked. But if you remember how my board state was going into turn 6, I couldn't have really played the acid arrow in the middle because I had the werewolf in the middle. And I was trying to get maximum werewolf bounce. So I think instead of the grapple arrow, I should have gone acid, Victoria Hand on the left, and then Misery on the no, Misery, then Victoria Hand. Actually, does he destroy cards? No, he only destroys the cards that are on reveal. Okay. Damn it, dude. I lost by... I had more power. Honestly, the acid arrow almost saved that for me. He was powered. That's... You know what? Sometimes people are just powered by Christ, and you can't compete with that. You really can. You just gotta tip your hat. I also don't remember him snapping at all, so that's on me. I was on a spiel and a half. I mean, an absolute spiel. Either a Tim Tebow fan or a Christian or both. Ooh, I like it. A Tim Tebow reference out of nowhere. Is also not English either, but I only know English. What's your mother's first language? Oh, yeah, absolutely. The simplification, but that's really well said, Nate. I know that was a weird, long-winded spiel, and I had to go into like the generalities of person A and person B because I truly don't mean that in regards to our situation just then. Is like, but yeah, we all know those people who you've said the most innocuous thing. You might be like, "Wow, we're almost out of milk," and then you're like, again, this is a general example. My sister has never. This has not been a situation with my sister. But like you're growing up, you might be like, "Oh, what happened to the milk?" Or like, where'd the milk go?" or something. And then the person who drank a lot of the milk is like, "I paid for it." You know what I mean? Like something. I'm trying to think of a very innocent example of that human sociological dynamic, but you get it. Some people are, and we all have our own like self-conscious, self-esteem things. I have several of mine. Like my rings under my eyes are definitely one of them. My ADHD is one of them. That's a good location for us. Dude, look how many 2-drops we have in none of our hand. This is the mill deck. I haven't gone against this in a hot minute. Dude, stuffed. Absolutely stuffed all this whole game. This is so boop. Oh my Lanta, this is so boop. What do we even do? I mean, honestly, I was hoping to get Collector down and do a cheeky little Snow Guard pull, but... Really? Victoria, we need Victoria. Give her... Thank you. Sweet, sweet molasses. Oh, dude, what do we do, though? See, now he's in a bind. An Amanda binds, if I may. Do you think he miseries here? Or here? I really want to just... But then I can't Moonstone Shoddy over here. So let's do this and this. Yes, he didn't play for the mid. That's what we were hoping. Uh oh. Brood. Yes! Yo, this dude plays this deck. Look at these splits. These are fire. That's an incredible Black Panther. I don't, Killmonger. I don't know if I've ever seen that one. The bats, him in a, like, Halloween Black Panther suit, the moon in the background. This might be one of my favorite variants in the game. Like, not even being hyperbolic. The purple, and then his split, you got the purple crackle with all the purple effects in this card. I adore it. YOLO. Is it just that? This isn't great. He's slated to get my Hawkeye as it currently stands. Dude, I really couldn't have drawn, like, Sentinel to go along with her. I think I kind of want to go Werewolf Red Guardian or something. I maybe should have kicked the Fenris. I was honestly thinking about point differential. Didn't matter either way. Wait, hold on. 3, 5, 8. They both get hit. Never mind, I lose that as well. If I play Werewolf... Wait. Okay, no, we're fine. Yep. Alright, let's switch up decks. Oh, we haven't ran Jack and Pack in eons. Surge is so good. Surge might be one of the single best cards they've added in a hot-ass minute, dude. She's so good. The fact that you don't have to play the card on the ensuing turn to get her buff, like you can hold it and then play it on turn 4 and then get it another discount, is incredible. Fill all locations for 600. Look at the comms from Nim. Oh wait, I needed to go back to that deck because we're trying to get wins with Snowguard. Dude, when I hear Surge, I think of the precursor to Mountain Dew. The true greatest soda this country has ever known. And honestly, many could argue, you take all the politics aside, right? Many might argue that the downfall of the American nuclear family And really, the collapse of society started with the outlawing of Surge. And or Blockbuster. Whoa, dude, Ethan, you have to elaborate after that. Wild and PTSD in the same. Another thing that makes Surge really good, not just the flexibility to play the card on a subsequent turn, but also the fact that she doesn't have a minimum, right? Like a one cost card can become 0. You know, when you look at certain cards like Strange Supreme now, I almost feel like Maximus should either be a 2/5 and your opponent draws 1 card, or a 2/7 and you keep him as is ability wise. But 2/6, that used to be like, in terms of value for a 2-cost card, that's like, that used to be really good, and that's why he had such a bad ability. But 2/6 is kind of meh now. I really don't want to play this. It might just be Odin, right? I think it's actually Odin. Question mark? I go up 8, 12. This boosts this. I don't know if I stay in. Oh, we're fucked. Oh, it's Kitty Pride's 2. His Athena. No, it's Kitty Pride's 3. No, that's not what we wanted. Okay, that is spooky. He's got 2 energy left. No, he doesn't. He has 4. Uh-oh. Okay. We're okay, baby. Sexy time. We needed that Odin change. Well, I wasn't paying attention to the fact that I had Cassandra Nova. What up, Leafy? I wasn't paying attention that I had Nova on the board, and then once I saw that, I was like, oh, dude, Odin's the play. Especially, well, I went first, but didn't I? No, they went first. So yeah, if they would have also played in Lechugia. Never. Whoa. It's too long to type on tablet, but it was hilarious. Okay, fair enough. Next time you're on phone, or whenever we game together and we're on voice comms, I want to hear that. In the perfect game, she triggers every turn. Who? Oh, Surge. Yeah, for sure. And in the deck, like my opponent was just playing, that honestly probably happens a good bit with, a lot of 3, 2, 1 cost cards. You're probably able to play this card that's Surge most often. You can. Oh, okay, here we go. I can make it short. Essentially, I was at a lake as a youngster. Left side out on what? Left side out on picnic table, and drank a bee. Oh, you left your Surge, your soda out on picnic table and drank a bee and. Oh my goodness, Ethan. There is so many levels to that. Hey, gross, hairy bee. Then it fighting its way out. Did it sting you and then you like, what? Did you swallow the bee? Did you eventually eject the bee from your larynx, your esophagus? Oops, sorry for that noise. Dude, that's crazy. The bee was just. I'm guessing that's how bees eat sugar and stuff. Should I drink tonight or take a break? Considering I've been drinking. Well, I would have liked to say, and oh, nice. I would have liked to say drink tonight because I might drink some tonight. But hold on, what is that? Border, is that the PAX West thing? Oh, wait. Speaking of that, I think I got scammed by Twitch. This was the recent Twitch drop, I believe, right? Border, and I certainly filled it out. Filled it, claimed them, the whole nine. I can show you in my inventory where I got them, and I have not been delivered them yet. Yeah, let's make it 6, Leafy. Let's make it 6, not to be a bad influence. Let's make it 6. Call it a clean 6, Aroni. And then you can take a little break, a little detox. I at least got the calories. Sounds healthy. I've spent about $400 on alcohol by now. You mean today alone, or this week, or what do you mean? You mean in the last 5 days? Damn, I wish I would have sacrificed Spider-Ham this turn. I don't really need to play him yet. She can still be juicy later. I'm just gonna hit his Thanos. Whatever. Yeah, he went to Jared's. That's so good. Yeah, you only get one. I'm having a beverage. That's my kind of guy. Also, then yeah, I got shafted and spammed because I was certainly supposed to have the penny stuff. I'll show you in my inventory here in a second. I know, traveling around the world. Look at this. Penny Arcade. He went to Jared's. It's so good. You think they have their Shang-Chi already? They have it, just chilling. You know, speaking of Strange Supreme and the value of a 2-cost card these days, and like some be like, yeah, but you still have to pay the energy for the other cards, but it's like, no Soulstone, right? Ooh. Love to see it. Probably should have snapped. Is it just that? Is it? But if he's Shang-Chi's me, that's all he's got to do. The Strange Supreme's going to absorb that and win the right. Oh, this is spooky.
Power must be controlled.
You know what's great about that? Is when Strange Supreme first came out and I saw how he worked, because I had a game where it was a really sketchy kind of sequence, right? Where like my Strange Supreme almost lost me a match because it pulled a card from a lane that I needed the card in. Thankfully, I still won that one. And then I said something along the lines, I was like, oh, that's kind of cool how he's lore accurate, right? Like he's super strong, but he might also hurt you. You just never know, you know? And in that case, it came to fruition. You love to see it. Streamer luck. Okay, to finalize my point though, as you can see, I claimed them. I got the hours done and I claimed them, and they're not in my inventory. No, the card back nor the border. That's also dope. They gave us a border. Exam on Monday. Wait, one Corona can't hurt. I would love a Corona. I actually would love a beer. I haven't had a beer in a while, and I haven't felt like buying any, so I've just been taking shots when I have drank. Like, let me double. I don't have that border? Question mark. Yeah, dude. Scammed. Wait. Why do I have two categories? What? Question mark? Exam on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, dude. Honestly, that's kind of like the best pacing. That's how I loved out my classes. Obviously, you would often get them either on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Tuesday, Thursdays. Monday, Wednesday, Friday was my jam. Won 3K on blackjack. I didn't even know Atlantic City still kind of like operated like that. I'm not gonna lie. There's still like casinos and stuff actually in operation. I thought it was just like a boardwalk with like the kiosk and the shops and stuff. I'm not great at cards. Blackjack is easier than Uno. You'd be fine, Ethan. No gambler comes out positive. Just gotta remember to be happy. That's true. I gamble on sports. That's easier. Oh, cards. Every time I bet on a team, they somehow find a way to lose. I feel like every sports bettor feels that. Yeah. No, sir. No use it. You think I'm trying to scam the scammers here, dude? I don't. I don't know an easy way to show that, but like no one wants to see me go through all of them, especially since you can't. Yeah. Like even if we assumed that I would have equipped it, you won't like it won't be here. What I'll do is I'll message them at some point tonight. I kind of had forgotten about it. I'm not gonna lie. That Twitch drop kind of came and went, and the Twitch drop before it was a really like lame one. I think the least exciting one they've ever done. Um, and I kind of forgot this second one happened, and this most recent one's a dope one, right? Not only a card back is fire, but um a card back and a border. Went to Cancun. Uh, well, Leafy, that's what we're here for, baby. That's what we're here for. Also, where are you? Where's the family vacation going to be on the 28th? Because I'm joining. I think one thing people forget how many dope sound effects and stuff are in the locations, like the crickets. Oh hell yeah, little Shanghai action. A whole month. Fuck yeah. Yeah, good question, Ethan. My girlfriend and I both have family there. Oh, hell yeah, Leafy. I've never been to Asia. Yo, what up, Shagsteristic? Shagsteristic, love the name. Yeah, there's a lot of really dope ones. Like if you click on some of the ones off the top of my head, sewers. When you click on them, you'll hear like a water droplet, but it's not just like a. It doesn't sound like a faucet, like a sink running. It like sounds like you're in kind of an echoey sewer. It's really dope. Um, and most of them have something at least subtle. Some of them have like really dope and sound effects. I guess it's just Ronin here, and then next turn Mystique Cosmo question mark. Kind of want to snap, but I'm scared because he's got a lot of cards, or he has cards that he can play cheaply. There was drop, so I claimed the card back. You're welcome, Nate. That's why you hang around here. That's the legit. That should be a good time. I mean, are y'all gonna be in and around Shanghai the whole month, or will y'all visit around? Shanghai's kind of in the middle, right? Like, obviously, most of the major populated cities in China are to the east and like along the coast of like the South China Sea, the Sea of Japan, things like that. Um, and uh, so like at the bottom or near the bottom, you have like the one that starts with G, like Guangzhou, and then at the very top northeastish is Beijing, which isn't on the water, but isn't Shanghai kind of in between the like cluster at the bottom and Beijing in the north? Or is it also way in the south? Welcome back, Shacteristic, by the way. Sorry about the ads. You know how it goes. I lost. That's sad. Dude, I'm getting going against this deck like what? I don't even know. Like 60% of my matches today? Oh, great comms. Oh, great comms. I don't know what you heard or didn't hear, Shag, but I was replying to your sound effects comment, and yeah, there's a lot of dope ones. Almost every location has something at least subtle, but some of them are really, really cool. Also, welcome in. Appreciate you swinging by. The last 2 weeks of June. Oh, dude, of course, growing up as a huge anime fan, Japan's been top 2, top 3 bucket list for so long. We get both of them? Both of them? Both of them? Ben is? Does, as far as you know, does Ben, like, work? I mean, he obviously doesn't stream full time, so I'm guessing he has, like, a job. It's just me and the girlfriend? Sweet. Are y'all flying? You taking a ferry? What would be the mode of transportation? I'm guessing a flight. Dude, for scenic purposes, you should fly in to like somewhere on the South Korean coast from Shanghai, and then take a ferry, a romantic ferry, past the island of Tsushima to the Japan shoreline. All right, we're gonna let him grow, and then we're gonna punch him. I kind of want to snap back. We have a lot of little lines here. There's this, and there's Protect It, Darkhawk, Mystique, something like that. Ben's a bartender at some big hotel. Oh, hell yeah. Whoa, I didn't know that. Dude, Ben can whip up a brewski or a nice little mocktail. A Negroni. A little old-fashioned for your boy. A free beer, please. Yeah, let me pause the music real quick and turn the game audio up. That one doesn't have one. Nor that one. Anywho, alright, game back down to 60%. Okay, so much for punching him. Please don't punch my Casanova. This is tricky. I mean, obviously playing Darkhawk under his Cosmo is tempting. But I don't know if my Darkhawk can outgrow. Okay, hypothetically, next turn, he draws a card. He's 17. He grows at minimum 2. So 23 to 21. I'm down 2. I can add 2 back. I could play Master Mold, add 4. And then Mystique. I couldn't even play Mystique on the right initially. Oh, no good. Oh, no bueno here. Oh, this isn't great, lads and lasses. You missed cherry blossom season by like a month. In Japan? She gets seasick. It won't be very romantic. Okay, good comms. Good comms. My bad. He's about to be here to pick us up and take us to his place for dinner. Alright, Ethan, have a great dinner, man. I thank you so much for swinging by. And I guess I'll see you later in a Celaroni stream. You have work tomorrow, no drinking. 1. I'm not typing in chat, but 1. Oh man, a good. Oh. Alright, that's your payback for the red bump comment. My red bump thing. Well, no, your red bumps thing, my comment. You get it. Damn it, my Odin. What are the most popular cards right now across all skill levels? I feel like Sam Wilson's one of them. Surge is one of them. I appreciate the follow, Shag. Welcome in. Sam's one. Surge is one. Shang-Chi is obviously one. We are wrapped, babies. Yo, quick gamba. Quick gamba. Everyone in chat. Does it hit left or right? 30-second Gamba live now. Quickly. Does Los Diablos hit left or right? Gamba's live. Try to win some points. Gamba's live. If you don't remember how to, look at the bottom of chat or at the top of chat. Chats. Just chat things. 30 seconds because I got to ready up here soon. Somebody put 1 on left. Interesting. You need, but no, but Creek thinks. Dude. I don't love this situation at all. I don't have either of my. Well, I do have Ronin. Okay, it's not this so bad. Let's stuff them and then puff them. The Krakoa set my Miss Marvel to 411, so then I use everyone's ability to try cards into. Oh, you had Miss Marvel and Speed on that lane, I'm guessing, and so you played that on, like, so you on the turn that you played the spell to convert the images of icon, right? Speed went ahead and grew before your cards revealed themselves because you used all of your mana, I'm guessing, and then it went from a 5 to a 6. Is that what you're saying? Shift starts at 10 p.m. Eastern tonight till whoo. A little 25-hour Johnson. I would love Cosmo. He'd be a good boy right now. And bet on the underdog? No way. One of the youngsters has a meltdown. Oh, no way, Ethan. I'll Venmo you the money. Try to get 3 Miss Marvel's middle. Yeah, I got that. I'm just confused. Did the I'm guessing the what's his name resolved first? The like speed went ahead and grew before your cards even did their thing. I mean, I just get Shang-Chi. I wasn't paying attention. He apparently had afflicted the shite out of me. Damn, he played A-Bomb and Ajax. Everything turned into speed. Oh, that's right. My bad. Because you went on to say that Miss Marvel being a 4/5, but I forgot about the Krakoa thing. It made her 411. That is weird. I don't know why it would give it to the speed. Hey, top 4, baby. Where you at, Nate? Catch up, Nate. Yo, Shag. If you need a alliance, we got room. And you don't have to be crazy. Like that's my nephew. He only plays some amount. These are homies in the community. These 3 at the bottom, they play intermittently. So if you need an alliance that's like casual, join up. All right, let me get some of these activates out of the way for us. We're crossing meat swords. Speaking of which, let me go back. I'm going to do a couple conquests real quick. We're going to play this because we need to win with... No, let's do... Yeah, win with this. Get the snow guard done, then we're going to go full activate. Well, guess you need an Uber driver or an ambulance driver. I'm at your service. Yeah, yeah. My bad, mate. I forgot that you said the 411 part. It is hilarious. So, what kind of food are y'all going to eat, by the way, Ethan? Creed, I'm gonna take a nap before my shift. I thought you said your shift started at 10 p.m. tonight. Oh wait, don't take a nap now. You're gonna wake up and then it's gonna be too early for your shift. Oh, we love this. I mean, obviously we'd love to Moon Girl with Collector on the board. So Iron Man. Iron Man on the right. Huge prediction here. Watch this snipe. Okay, it's not Iron Man. We'll take that though. Conquest can take so long, I agree. That's another reason why I don't grind it much is, well, here's what'll happen. Sometimes I'll hop on and I'll want to play it, right? And I'll play it. And maybe let's say I'm in gold. So I win the first one. I might even win the second one. Okay. Now I'm on gold 3 and I hop off. Okay. Then the next day I go to hop on to get some dailies done. I only have like 15 minutes. I really want to play. There he is. That's the Sex Panther we wanted. Central Park, really? So I'll go on the next day. I don't have long. So it's like, basically, I'm like, I'll get in this situation where for days, yes, great job. Where for days, I won't play that gold 3 because in none of those subsequent sessions, Sally sells seashores by the seashells. But anyways, for days, I won't feel like, not only will I not feel like playing Conquest, I definitely don't feel like sweating in a gold 3, right? So then it just sits there for a week. And then by the time you know it, the season's almost over, and I'm like, well, shit. That's one of my biggest things. Or I'll start an Infinite and win the first one, and then like linger on it for 2 days. Also, I wish, this might be a bot in fairness. No. We don't want to lose the werewolf. Oh. I wish Proving Grounds by default was a one and done. I wish you didn't have to hope for people to do the snapping thing. Have a good sleep and shift. But yeah, Leafy, enjoy your nap. I do think it's too early though for you. Unless you take like 6-hour naps, 5-hour naps. Although for a 25-hour shift, you might need a 5-hour nap. And then at that point, is that even a nap or is that just a sleep? 10 p.m. is in 6.5 hours from now, Creed. Thank you, Nim. I appreciate that. Is we have another situation here though. Like I can go crazy with the Victoria and the Moonstone, but really no cards that benefit from it. I lied. I forgot about I had 2 duplicates. This is pretty juicy. Oh, this is tricky. All right, this, this, this. No moonstone. His wife bought him a what? His wife bought him a. Honestly, I think of Parks and Recreation. You know Chris Traeger, the character played by Rob Lowe, but absolutely smokes him in the smoker. Tonight he said, "I do dirty things for some smoked wings." You ain't lying. I told him I'd piggyback him. Yo, Ethan, what? His wife bought him a Traeger, but absolutely smokes him in the smoker. Tonight he said it's wings and chicken breasts. Okay, now I'm starting to come together. It's starting to come together. Part of that is you answering what I asked what it was going to be for dinner. Wife brought him a Traeger. Is that something I should know? HV is fun. High voltage because it's in and out. I just snap at the start of every conquest round into quickly. Agreed. I haven't checked my Pokemoney in so long. I haven't either. Who you calling a smartass, Nim? Me? For what? A Traeger is a pellet smoker. She bought it for him. You learn something new every day. I had no idea. A Traeger. Wow. Really do be like that. Is that the same thing essentially as a Rectech? So Traeger's just like the general term for any grill that's like wood pellets? Or is that a brand? It looks like a brand. Oh, it is a brand. So y'all's Traeger must be our Rectech. Hmm. But it uses it way more finesse Father's Day and we can't even complain. It's just a brand? Yeah. So we have one in the southeast and around Georgia called Rectech. What's crazy is I actually could have worked for them when they were starting. I was working at GameStop, and this was like 2017. So they started Rectech, as far as I know, or at least their headquarters is in my hometown. And so it's like 2017, maybe 2016, and I'm working at GameStop, and it's like holidays, and a dad comes in, clearly like well-to-do dad, and he's asking me questions. He has like it was one of those. He was trying to get gifts for his son for Christmas, but he is not a gamer at all and had no idea what to look for. What to boom. And so I like spent like 20 minutes helping him. And like at the end, he basically was like, "Yo, your customer service is very good. You're very personable and kind. Blah blah blah." Like he was gassing your boy, and he was like, I don't know if this is just a part-time gig for you. I don't know. I don't need to poach, but we have a grill company. If you would like to come and work in like customer service or marketing, or he's like, we're building out. We expect to be big, and we have literally positions in almost every like field you can think of a company that's going to be expanding. And I honestly was like, hey, I'm not. I was like, I mean, he was well off, but like, where am I? Like, I'm like, how, you know what I mean? Like, how big are you gonna get? Like, you know what I mean? It's a grill company. Everyone already has their like Black and Deckers or whatever, or Traegers. Now, little. It turns out, about like 3 years ago, they moved into like 100,000 square or like a 60,000 square foot headquarters, like mega warehouse place, and I was like, I think they've expanded pretty well. I don't know if I would have wanted to do any of that work, so I don't really necessarily regret it, but I always think about it when I am back home and I drive by the warehouse. I'm like, that thing is big. And like, I think of my exact quote saying something like, or in my head, I'm like, are they even going to be able to expand out that much? I should have been well, I mean, I guess I could have maybe also tried the salesman approach, but he was more talking it like HR, customer. What up, sell? HR, customer service, um, those kind of things. Why did the alert go off? By the way, Celerino. It's almost time that some of you other cats have earned some custom entrances. Huh? Huh? All right, this was Lux's. It didn't play earlier. I'm not gonna lie. I went to look for Cell's name alphabetically, and I went to the S's and I looked for a hot minute, and then her name doesn't start with an S technically. Oh, agreed. Sales is cutthroat. HR definitely not for me. The like customer support kind of, but like I'm not really a clerical worker kind of person. I just realized Sandbar is a location. I really shouldn't have even played this sequence. I just don't want violated anymore by you. Excuse me? What? You're sporadic. No, I just sometimes I don't boot up what's called mix it up, which is how I do those things. Um but this time I booted it up and it should have, and so like sometimes if it doesn't go, it's by design and I don't really feel like messing with it. But this time I had booted up mix it up and it should have worked. All right, this is all good options. Or we have a 4, I can't do words. 80% chance to pull something good. Pull me good. Humongous is his name. We all know the spelling isn't going to be great. I trust y'all to decipher my messages. Hey, sister. There's a long road for. I don't know the words. What's that song? I don't even know that song. Hey, brother. And to rediscover. It's on multiple playlists of mine. Yo, Sel, when did you go live today? 5, right? Turkey sandwiches were not enough. Yo, Sandbar really effed me up. Wasn't paying attention. Camera got me with Cell's name. Wait, like it's not it's like a butt? Is that what you're implying, Ethan? If you spell it X space 3, it's like a butt. Like butt Selena. Much easier. I'm so hungry now. Yeah, I read that. Hey, brother. Yo, I threw on a new emote, but and I tried to remove the background multiple times, but all it did was I didn't say you're a butt. I just said that your name would read as Butt Selena. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I added that new emote, but anytime I tried to remove the background, it wouldn't really work too well. So I just threw it up as is, but I'm gonna work on it again. Alright, we just need a win with what's her name, but we're going the wrong direction here. Just call her X3? That makes it sound like she's a super badass, like, spy, secret agent or something. Or just X. Alright, we'll call you X. Exhibit X. No, for real, when I first saw her name, well, actually, real talk, the first time I saw her name, and she knows this, my mind, like, it was a lot. I was just like, as I scanned it, I read lasagna. That's like, it went from left to right, it was lasagna. And then when I started to see the triple X, like people call it triple X or whatever, it would make me think of the Vin Diesel movie, which is an underrated movie. I fucks with that movie heavy. I actually own it physically right there. I don't like that noise. That one was gross. We were bragging about the noises earlier. That one's not a good one. That was gross. Cell is easily a secret agent, dude. Ethan, you know, there's a word that the internet uses for that kind of behavior, and I believe it rhymes with limp. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Cell is a secret agent. She's very cool. Secret agent woman. Secret agent woman. Got me the follow. She regrets it ever since. It's, hold on. Speaking of which, you know what I had a discovery of 2 nights ago? That hold on. Hold the phone. Okay, that's 3. Hold on, what do we have here? 5, 8, 13, 20. He doesn't Silver Surfer yet, surely. So I noticed old Celerino she didn't formally submit a Creej playlist the last couple, but she's been building them for shits and giggles apparently. I was on your YouTube and I was looking at the playlist, and you had one for the Black Goddesses one, the Black History Month one for the females. All right, Werewolf comes over here. I don't get the only problem with this Namora line is I don't make the Werewolf bounce twice. So it's actually something like this, maybe. My favorite card is Fastos. I think you said that the other night, and he's not my favorite overall card, but he's one of my favorite cards, and I love the character. I fucks with the character heavy. Ooh, this will shut down the Captain Carter's ability. Although he'll Silver Surfer first. She'll still be the least powerful one. It might actually be this. This is probably an L. I got Rescue. He got Darkhawk. Although they ended up around the same power. Dude, if I would have played my original line, I think I win. No, I still lose by 1 on the left. Never mind. Your favorite card is Uncle Ben? You sure you're not talking about like your favorite brand of rice? We did call Cell lasagna back in the day. Had you already been she's lurking, never mind. And y'all get hungry every time. Who doesn't? I love lasagna. I like spaghetti more though. That's dude, Bogarting. Fantastic, Ethan. I think. I don't know. Don't go Bogart the Funyun. Yeah, let's look at this. Celerino. Okay, Cell. Boom. Right? Playlist. Boom. Alright, so Cree J. Maybe? Question mark? Cree J. This one actually gets its proper due here. Okay. Cree J. Now, this was the first one we did, the summer one, right? Now, I fully remember this conversation. Hold on, let me get comment chat. Damn, how do you spell the chips? No one knows. It's Funyuns? That looks pretty close. Funyuns. I haven't watched a Marvel movie since Spider-Man No Way Home. All I know about the Eternals is they are gods. That's one way to put it. I heard Thunderbolts is so good. It looks wrong even though it's right. Such an ugly word. It looks so wrong. Agreed. Is it the one with one N? Funyuns with one N? Well, like NY. Not counting the N at the end. Like, it's the solitary N. Now, I know you meant Uncle Ben was your favorite card, but did Rice is cooler to talk about than the Uncle Ben card. Okay, so I do remember me and Cell talking about this a while ago in the sense that she said that the, like, playlist, which, let's say it needed to be 10 songs, she's obviously added a crap ton more of her own, but, like, the playlist is theme inspired to make a bigger one, so she has this, which is fire. We can share that link in chat. All right, and because this was last year's summer oriented, it wasn't necessarily summer. It was like a feel good, make you want to go out on the lake. So kind of summer, but really just like an upbeat, feel good. So, anyways, then we have the Atlanta one. All right, it's still basically as is. Then the theme was foreign, not American-born artists, right? She expanded it to make it the fly foreign females, which is dope. And I think this is when she started to get mad that she wasn't winning because she was like, this is very creative, and it is. But I can't, I didn't ask for this, so it's like I can't really give too many bonus points when, anyways. And then she added more than the playlist. Then this one gets its proper due. And she shouts your boy out, sells a W, right? Here, again, shouts it out. Although she went, above, she wanted to do more. She had 2 different versions. Oh, no, 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 no. She actually submitted one for you, Ethan. Um, she was like, I have 2 playlists I want, and I don't know which one to submit. So can I just submit one as Ethan? And I was like, for this time, yeah, for sure. Boom, boom. Okay, and then the Black History Month one, boom. I think this is her subtly throwing shade at me because when I'm like reviewing the playlist, initially the first X amount of times I listen to a playlist, I play them in order. Right there, I want y'all to try to like craft a playlist and like it have a good flow. And then she was always like, no, just shuffle mine, just shuffle mine. So I think this is throwing this little subtweet here, but it's okay. We love her all the same. And then yeah, that's pretty dope. I also think this one might be one. Where's it at? Oh, this. I wonder if the next Creed J challenge is about like celestial objects, planets, moons, right? And I noticed this. Pretty good. If she's sneaky, don't cheat. Y'all are out there looking. Anyways, I thought that was interesting. I caught that 2 nights ago. I was like, she's been brewing up some even without submitting them. We need this one freaking snow guard win. What is happening? Please, someone throw the game. Nim, I need you to Q snipe me. Nate, one of y'all. Oh, Nate is infinite, so he can't match up. Honestly, that's kind of also makes me want to go back, because keep in mind, I make like a jumbo playlist of the Creed J challenges. So we have Creed J All-Stars #1, and this is like some of the best submissions from the various people's playlist. Only rank 66? I gotta go grab some lunch here soon. I'm hungry as hell. I was even gonna do that before we started talking about lasagna and wood pellet grills and stuff, but definitely now. Later, Ethan. Sorry, I missed Ethan. Bye, Ethan. If you're still there, 3%. I know that feeling very much. Star. Oh, don't tease me with a pub sub. Although you were mentioning, or we were talking about the smoked wings earlier. I could go for some Wingstop as well. Not necessarily smoked wings, but some Wingstop would go bonkers in my gullet. Wow. Going into turn 4, this is rare. Literally all 3 locations tied, despite each of us playing 6 cards. Or each of us playing 6 total cards. You get it. Oh, do I fill them up? Do I fill them and stuff them? Damn, how do I do this? He doesn't play left. Don't play left? This is risky, but we're doing it. I should have snapped. Damn it. God, I should have snapped, dude. I couldn't expect him to not play in either. I had a feeling he wouldn't play here, but to not play on Hope? He gone. They really don't. I take out Mobius. Mr. Negative. Game 1. Here we go. Okay, I think the plan is this. This is gonna be my last game of Snap for now, and then I'm gonna take a break, get a little food. I kind of want to force Scarlet Spider to have to go to one of these locations, so I'm gonna play here, even though it might mean that he doesn't have a card over here for me to lash. But take a break and then play some other game. I don't know if it's gonna be Rivals, Snap. I mean, Rivals, something. Single player game. And, ooh. Damn, this is tempting. This is a snappable kind of situation here, but I'm going against one of the strongest decks in the game. And obviously he can play Soulstone, and now we can play Thanos in the middle. No problem. The newer Venom. That's the one with Carnage? I haven't seen it yet. Yo, what up, Z? Crazy we're 2 hours in and you were able to claim first. Just doesn't have the same allure that it has in other streams, I guess. Oh, this isn't good. I probably just get Shang-Chi'd or Shadow King'd or something. I mean, even if we would need him to go left, him going middle doesn't do enough. I mean, okay, hold on. Timeout. Technically, if he goes middle, potentially Captain Marvel can join him in the middle to win. All right, we're staying in. This is the last game. YOLO. It's my trademark now. Go left, please. Don't let me get farted on in my last game. Please, Scarlet Spider, go left. I need you. Sweet, sweet child. And what's crazy is it's just as simple as me playing Gwenpool on the left. And I win. Like, the amount of times I lose in this game where, like, it's not my, I don't want to say it's not my opponent winning because clearly he played X amount of cards. He did his Soul Stone and his Thanos right. Like, he played his Surge and he kept things on curve. So, like, shout out them. But it's like, all of that said, all I gotta do is play Gwenpool left and I win. It's honestly that exact reason, that thing is why I built this deck, like the initial version of this deck, obviously before Agony and before Gwenpool and Galacta were even in the game. I went and built a like Nakia, Okoye, America Chavez, Hulkbuster, and the whole goal was to get a juiced up, beefy Captain Marvel because I kept losing games where I would make the wrong decision on turn 6 and like sometimes I would draw a line and then change it and my first line would win the game. And so I basically got fed up of losing because I couldn't choose, do I put this extra card right or left? And then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to build a deck where Captain Marvel will decide for me. I'm going to beef up a lane and do whatever, and then I'm going to let Captain Marvel win it for me. And that was like truly the genesis of this deck initially.
Epic.
Alright, well, we cleared up, me and Nim have cleaned up some of the bounties. Like, Destroy is solid, Discard's solid. We got some good bounties nowadays for the lads. I still need some more points to get this guy. Alright, but I am going to take Lasher back out now that we've gotten most of that activate done, because he makes decision making a little too tricky at times. I saw the Eliath avatar and assumed he'd have Eliath. You, sir, did not. Welcome back, Cell. Cell, did you miss? I was looking at your playlist. We went over them. I marked it, and I'll link you to the timestamp later so you can see my spiel on it. But I went over them. I appreciate the shout outs, obviously, a lot. You a homie. I also, short version, I feel like this is a little bit of a subtweet, a little shade here. Because I always mention, like, I play the playlist in order at first. Shuffle for best experience. Dude, Surge fits in any deck and anything, it feels like. So good. Balance, Thanos. I mean, I don't see how it could be terrible in a Destroy deck, really, except, you know, the fact that you would want all Destroy cards, but you get it. Alright, I'm starving. I don't know what to do. I mean, Cell's about to go live. Do I just end stream and then start a new stream later on in like a couple hours? I really need to get some single player games played. I have been slacking so bad, and it hasn't helped that I've gotten addicted to Magic. Yo, so me and my cousin were talking last night, Nim. One thing we're definitely doing is I'm gonna open some of the Final Fantasy packs on stream. Mainly because I didn't realize how like I knew they were going to be in a hot commodity. I knew they were going to be sold out at a lot of local shops and stuff, but I didn't realize to the extent. Like apparently it is already the like highest grossing or like most sold units, whatever. It's like the highest selling, whatever metric, um, Magic set ever, and it's not even hit the shelves yet. So I know that there's gonna be like a fervor for people watching openings, and my cousin again bought like $1,300 worth, and he got me $20 worth of two decks basically, so I can open those, and then I'm gonna buy some individual packs off of him. He bought I think he said he bought 3 of the boxes, where it's one of the boxes that comes with individual packs, right? And I think it comes with 35. And he paid like 170 for each box. He has 3 boxes, so 105 individual packs. I am not into Magic enough, no matter how much I love Final Fantasy. I'm not into Magic enough to drop 170 on a whole box, but I'm going to buy some packs off of him, I believe, is the plan. I'm trying to find a card to replace before I switch. I tried her briefly, right? She could work. She gives cards power, and this is all about buffing Captain Marvel and Scarlet Spider, right? But the problem is if she hits the whole you can't play them next turn. When I played like 5 games with her in this deck, and on 3 of them, well, I played 5 games with her in the deck. I only got to play her in 4 of them, and half of them, it hit a card that then effed up my curve, and like I basically had to retreat or whack off, even though it's not Wednesday. We're definitely maybe both are insane with Thor and Beta Ray Bill. I've always like Beta Ray Bill is a card that I paid 6K collector's tokens for. I had been like I saved up for a month and a half to unlock him. Then I paid him, and it's just never fully worked. So this is one version of something I tried with him. And then again, I squeezed Lasher in because of all the other buffing elements, but Lasher's probably not good in it. I'll try Toxie for shits and giggles. A 2/1's kind of whack. Because even like, okay, boom, you play both the cards that get the power, right? So she's a 2/5. Strange Supreme shits on that value. Surge laughs at that value. But then again, we know power creeps exist in games. It is what it is. Okay, my matchups are very different. That's true. Um, dude, I never know what to do. All right, we're not gonna end stream yet. We're gonna play a little more just because like everything. My dogs aren't barking. Life is allowing me to stream right now. I'm done with work for a month. Dogs aren't barking. House is chill. So I need to make the most of it. Um, so interim. All right, I'll be back. Yo, Katie, thank you so much for the raid. What just all happened? What a sequence. Nim sat here the whole time and knew that that probably was about to happen. So let me recap. First off, thank you, Katie, and welcome in Katie Cats. I'm Creed. If y'all don't know me already, I was just about to take a quick little break, get a little snacky poo, and I threw on some Parks and Recs to watch in the meantime. Katie, you a homie. I didn't even know you were streaming. I'm so sorry. You went live for 10 minutes. You're a boss. Live for 10 minutes, already have 3 times the viewers I get and stuff. You're a boss. So hungover. What'd you do last night? I was a nerd and I played Magic the Gathering. I went to my local card shop. Oh my gosh. Dude, Nim, the homie, Katie, thank you for the I don't even know what to say. So moist. Perpetually moist. Mr. Morningstar rated you. Shout out Mr. Morningstar, very handsome. Yo, Nim, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. To Tigera, Golly, Elward, Janos, and Nobo Time. So, there's so much going on. Yo, so what's funny is I even thought about ending stream and then starting a new one in a little bit. I love how you said I streamed for 10 minutes so hungover. That's so good. Um, do y'all want to? All right, with y'all here, do you want to do words on stream with music while I take this quick break, or watch this, or neither? No one cares. Words on stream or this? I'm just gonna do this. Unk. Katie, thank you so much. I'm sorry for the timing. Okay. No music, but I'll do 2 of the 3. We're doing it. All right, I'll be back ASAP. Officially, I'm the worst, but this doesn't happen very often. I have all 3 dogs right around me. Right around me. Aioli. Aioli. That's not it. That's it. I have all 3 dogs. A I O. Is mine not gonna count? What the hell? Uh, there's also layer. There it is. Voila. Okay, I got all 3 dogs. I want y'all to see them real quick. Dog 1. This is old Toby Maguire. Say hey. Little Tobster. Leia, come here, girl. Okay, this is our Scruffy McGruff. She's like Scout Finch from To Kill a Mockingbird, perpetually getting dirty. Every time she goes outside, she comes back in with like muddy paws or dirty paws. So scruffy girl. I need to cut her face hair back. Leia. Named after Princess Leia, of course. And then Speedy. I've seen Speedy 1,000 times, but Toby, leave her alone. Speedster. He was shown at the beginning of stream. Speedster. Them. Meth. Them. Moat. Method. Good shit, Z. Yo, what up, Sauce? You can have so many jukeboxes. Did I miss any? Hold on. Okay. Stream, Wolf, W Raid, Sauce came in. I'm sorry I didn't see you initially. Hungover, just open stream. Katie coming in with the 10-minute stream. The best. And then the raid. Dude, I love the raid 7 TV thing. All the cats following in behind. I can't believe you called Honk. I hate rough. You need a lot of jukeboxes. No, you're not a side character, Sauce. You saw what was going on. I was literally halfway down my steps when I got the raid. I only saw the raid because I had my stream up on my phone, and then I came hobbling back, trying my best. Nothing personal. All right, I'll be back. Y'all saw all the dogs. The dogs are neat. Oh, sorry, I was muted. Before I let this play on, I love this. This is one of the scenes I quote all the time, where he's like, he's like, I want all the bacon and eggs that you have, and then maybe this isn't the exact scene, but at this restaurant, he's like, I want all the bacon and eggs that you have, and then the waiter starts to walk away, and then he grabs the young man's arm, and he goes, I'm sorry, young man. I worry that what you heard was, can I have a lot of bacon and eggs? And what I said was, can I have all of your bacon and eggs? Oh, Ron Swanson, a goat. All right, I'm back. Okay, what to play? Clash Royale? No, single player game. Gotta be. EK. Ooh, that's a good guess. You're going fishing? God, please don't let me fall in the water. That's crazy. That's crazy. Honestly, I need to do another news day. I have so many things to show stream that doing it once a week, I'm just gonna stay behind schedule almost. It has the worst stats I've ever seen. You're really quick at like even checking stats. Sometimes the like menu that you use to check that stuff out is like, I don't know. It's not quick to get to for me. Okay. Kind of want to play Doom, not gonna lie. Focus on a single player game. We've started. Yo, Z, I love that. The only problem is maybe we say like we call it spring and summer's Saturday stories or something. Because the only problem with making that like a thing and trying to keep to a schedule with that is I don't like to stream on Saturdays in the fall. But I like where your head's at, and that's a phenomenal start. I only have Oblivion on my internal. That's not ideal. Hmm. I guess I need to switch to my PlayStation. Because like all of the single player games that I would want to play, I need to transfer them back to my internal hard drive. Womp womp womp. Okay, anyways, let me figure something out. Or is anyone trying to play Marvel Rivals or Phasmo before I switch to PlayStation? Whoever snorted Fun Dip is crazy comms. Spooky Story Saturdays. Ooh. That I'd be down to do in the fall. Spooky News. It's just a temporary installment? Okay, okay. What, Phasmo? Or Rivals? Chronically? Nims, you trying to play some Rivals? Ooh. Yeah, I hear that. All right, how about we do this? I'm gonna play 30-ish minutes of a single player game because I need to, and then I'm gonna end stream, which we were already talking about doing, and then super down to play Rivals with y'all off stream if that's cool. And then if I might again stream later tonight. If not, I'm gonna stream each day in a row for 30 days at least. Uh, we can get in some Rivals on stream. But if you're just about playing Rivals in general, super down here in like an hour. I'm gonna do single player for like 30 minutes, 45. What am I doing? Oh yeah, switching my HDMI's. Sorry, I didn't mean to bait and switch y'all with the rivals, but we're still gonna rivals. I really need to play a single player game at least a little bit for my own psyche. No, dude, that's so mean, man. Don't do that. No, I'm 1,000% down to play. And if I was streaming longer this session, longer, I mean, I've already been streaming 3 hours. I would stream on. It's not like I don't necessarily want to stream rivals. Uh, Last time we played it, damn, it's already been a month. Time flies, dog. Appreciate that, Nim. Yo, what was that 7TV emote you used earlier where it's like the loading? I know I've enabled it. I just forgot what you have to use to prompt it. Oh, audio's not on? Question mark. Audio should be working. Hold on, is there any audio desync? Looks good? Question mark from my end. Audio good, appreciate it. There it is. Loading with just a capital L. Oh, we're going to two earbuds. I forgot where I'm at. I mean, I'm obviously in Seattle, but oh, your boy's chalked. I don't remember the buttons. Hold on. How do I crouch again? It's not thumbstick. There it is, circle.
Parking garage.
Well, the gas is in there, right?
Well, that's what the note said.
Well, let's get down there.
Who's been keeping up with the show and that's active in chat right now? Benny, the WLF is winning. The city's going to fall any day now. And unless you quit Fedra, I can't keep you safe. Now, keep in mind, the WLF is like the Washington Liberation Frontier or something like that. Washington Liberation Front, I think. And then, like, Fedra is essentially the government that took over after the zombie outbreak. So they're kind of like the man, the powers that be, the military all consolidated and stuff. And then so a lot of like resistant groups would have popped up around the country. And one of them is the WLF. Up until recently, I could almost understand why you stuck with them. But after the Thursday market massacre, I don't see how you can call us misguided killers with a straight face. Those people were just trying to get food for their families. And today they started banishing people for sedition? That's a death sentence. Listen, you still have time. I will vouch for you. Meet me by Rustin Coffee at 2 a.m. on Friday. Alone. Please show up. I know it's scary, but it's the only way. Your friend, Sandra. Summertime rendering? I have never heard of that. Is that an anime?
Yourself, I guess.
I started Apothecary Diaries, but I only watched the first episode, and even though I wanted to watch more, I kept saying, like, don't start something else. There's so many things I gotta get caught up on. I did watch both episodes of Welcome to Wrexham that aired. I'm completely caught up on the studio. A survival guide for the silent majority. It's on Hulu. Who do you say? What would you say as the other than like Crunchyroll or something like that? Who would you say is the best collection of animes? For official use only,
This
Fedra.
guy was a Fedra commander or something. They were losing to the WLF and trying to escape.
How big is this group if they were able to beat the army?
Well, you don't need a lot if you're that vicious. We need to be careful.
Let's just be smart about it.
Okay, Jesse.
Memorandum for Fedric Central Command. Despite our best efforts, the Seattle quarantine zone will fall to the terrorist group calling themselves the WLF. We underestimated their capabilities and lost key sites around the city. We have executed our contingency plans and are prepping to escort key personnel out of the QZ 24 hours from now. I intend to stay until the last officer has escaped. Let the record show I provided for this city and its citizens as best as I could. They are now freed of us and are at the mercy of the WLF. Let's see how they feed and shelter a community of thousands. Let them deal with dissent among their ranks. Let them deal with those religious fanatics. Ooh, that's cool. If you have been keeping up with the show, the religious fanatics are starting to come in to the focus of the narrative more. Inevitably, someone else will come along and hold them accountable for all their perceived wrongs. I almost wish I could be there to see it. Lieutenant Carmelo Torres. Code is 86722. 86722. Known WLF agitators. Following people are our top priority. Allison, Isaac. Isaac's notable. He's played in the show. Well, he's played in the game. There's two characters in this universe, in this franchise, that are played by the same person in both the game and the TV show, and Isaac is one of them. Emma, Marcus. Okay, that's dope. With the Pattersons and Sanchez gone, Dixon has moved in to fill the void. He is now our top priority target, Sergeant Ward. Reminder, all items confiscated, 86722. Wait, what? It would be 07? 86722, yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh, the come up is real. I've never heard of High Dive. High Dive? Hadive and Netflix. Crunchyroll sucks, not gonna lie. Hidave picks up animes that Crunchyroll passes up. That's why he's the GOAT. Evanescence in Shadow is a good one from Hidave. Blade of the Immortal 2. You use Hidave? You might be the only person I've met that knows what I'm talking about. I also like Hidave. I dive. Alright, I feel like I can craft some stuff. I had a lot of loot. We need a healing thing. Yeah, we'll do that. Scoop. Little Molotov, never hurt anyone. Scoop. Okay. And then we have some things to upgrade this. I don't think I can... Oh, it did let me do that. Craft an upgrade for your melee weapon, restoring it to full durability and greatly increasing its damage. Now, we want to improve ourselves real quick. Alright, now we're chilling.
Careful.
It's like Anakin and Obi-Wan. That scene goes so ham. I love... I know it's not a popular opinion overall, but I love Revenge of the Sith. Uh-oh, no bueno. Rage baiting me. Me never. No, that's not what we wanted. I forgot how to dodge. Uh-oh, not good. That's how you do it. Oh, what a flick. Not good. Yo, I just went bonkers with the accuracy down the stretch. Forgot how to reload.
Behind you.
I don't want to use all my durability up though.
Jesus. I think that's all of them. Those Fedra guys never even made it out of the garage. Damn. Well, let's find that gas.
Ooh, so it's way cheaper than most services these days. So in Silent Hill, there's actually a trophy in the Silent Hill 2 remake for busting windows because you'll often find loot in the cars. I don't think that's the case here. That was kind of resource intensive for your boy. We don't like that. I used a lot of ammo. Durability on this cool cleaver I just got. I think at the very beginning of it, when that first zombie goes to grab
Come on.
Dina, I think I saw at the last second, it was too late, a prompt that said press something to grab it, and I was probably supposed to grab it, silently kill it, and then we move methodically, not get into a full-on wham bam thank you ma'am.
That giant tank?
Yeah. Just tapped out. Well, let's try our luck at the dome.
Now, how do we get out of here?
Oh.
Here? Question mark?
Dina, coming. Come on.
Respectfully, respectfully.
Okay, let go. Good job, babe. Thanks.
Okay, cross the courthouse off the list.
Let's go find the dome. It might be worth grabbing some supplies before we press on.
I'm not gonna lie. That wasn't very, like, I got a lot of resources, and then I kind of just consumed them all in that fight by not grabbing and being stealthy. Dude, why is there G like that? I kept thinking they were trying to do like something was in Spanish. No gas. Like, it's no gas, but who does their G like that? I mean, we did get a gas canister. We also got the stun bomb, which probably would have been useful there too. This game is gorgeous. Ooh, Rust and Coffee. That's where that letter was mentioning. Any game where your character scribbles as they discover stuff, I love. Red Dead obviously comes to mind. What up, Speedy? You need to go outside? Alright, I'll take you outside in like 20 minutes. I'm glad hitting that kind of stuff doesn't take up the durability of your weapon. Hey Davis, check our old WLF safe houses for supplies. Probably a long shot, but every little bit helps. Grab what you can and meet us back at the Saravenia. Don't worry about the gas, we'll take care of it. Saravenia might be the hotel.
Wasn't Joel all about coffee?
Kidding me? You trade half his stuff for a bag of beans.
I never got it. Tastes like burnt shit.
Thank you. Acquired taste, my ass. Whoa.
Big Blue. That's cool. 100 brains, 80 brawn. Big Blue is an extra-dimensional entity who has taken on the appearance of a blue whale. First arriving on Earth over 1 billion years ago to keep watch over nascent life forms, they use their infinite well of knowledge to help guide the human race in times of great need and upheaval. Their unfathomable age has one major drawback. Days appear to pass as microseconds. However, this time dilation effect is offset if they hold their breath, which they can do for several years at a time. Hero. Gimme. There's a... Oh! Dude, I knew it, and I knew it, and I still got. Yep, rip my machete. I gotta remember how to grab and be better and kill them more efficiently.
Yeah,
How do they get inside these places?
I don't know. But I hate that shit.
Ooh, I'm the baby diaper changing thing.
What's this?
Barcos.
It says Barco's on it.
What do you think it's for?
No clue. Let's keep an eye out.
Might be worth checking out.
Oh, zombie dog. That's a game I've been wanting to play for a while. That's single player only, yeah? Collectible creed.
We cleared
I
this place
doth
out.
declare. Alright, so we need to go down the street and to the left, potentially. That's a question mark.
It's peaceful out here, at least.
It's weird being in a QZ and not hearing trucks. Or gunfire and explosions.
My sister always avoided QZs. That's probably why. She just got more and more paranoid. She'd sometimes wake up screaming in the middle of the night.
That's rough.
We always had a bag packed so we could bail if something happened. Never stayed in one place for more than a few weeks. It sucked.
It's nice to have a place we call home, right?
God, this game's
Yeah.
gorgeous.
When I first got to Jackson, I was so overwhelmed by all the people.
I was overwhelmed by all the food. I remember my first week just gorging myself. Stuffing food in all my pockets for later like it was gonna run out.
I saw that.
You did not?
I did. I remember thinking, who is this string bean girl stealing all the jerky?
I didn't steal that much jerky.
Okay. We want to loot up there. Some of these places I think I've been to before. That
Ellie.
hotel?
I think Shimmer's getting sick.
No, not the horse.
How can you tell?
She sounds a little hoarse.
Boy.
Come on, that was a good one.
Very good. I feel like I've done this before. See. Yo, what up, Blue Jay? How's the graduation and all that stuff been going? My phone's on the charger if you texted me. And honestly, I need to start using the shelf thing you bought me. That was kind of the whole point, the charger. But I still, out of habit, put it on my cell phone charger. Nice. Alright, I'll go check in a second. I was only going to stream for about another 10-15 minutes, I think. Gavin. Derek got into some business with a broken window last week. He would have lost his damn leg if we hadn't rushed him back to the Saravena. I went ahead and stashed some supplies at a couple of sites downtown for any future emergencies. Broken legs, infected, Derek F-ups, whatever. Since you're going that way anyway, can you resupply the stash at the West 2 checkpoint? Gate hasn't worked for years, but the combination is the old code for West 2. Okay. All right, let me go check my phone real quick. Hopefully I can whistle for the horse.
Hey, that building's got something on top I'd call dome-like.
Yeah, you're right. It's on the map now.
Is this place sturdy?
I don't know.
Dude, she's constantly scribbling. Dude, absolutely. I was just thinking the same. Um, and also I wish they weren't just question marks. Like you think of the drawings that Arthur Morgan does in Red Dead 2 and whatnot. They call me Parkour Poppy for a
Made
reason.
it.
Hello.
Dr. Uckman. Oh, it's literally Neil Druckmann. That's great. All right, we're back. Neil Druckmann. Druckmann, Dr. Uckman. So great. Flip. 100, what did he give himself? 100 brain, 60 brawn. Affiliation, the New Dogs. Naughty Dog. Once a well-respected researcher, Dr. Uckman's questionable experiments in the realm of pushing human limits saw him ostracized from the scientific community. Even the morally compromised Lauren Foucault of Spark Laboratories found his work dubious. Undeterred, Uckman continued his work in secret, creating super AI to do his bidding and protect his research while he and the New Dogs stage high-tech heists to fund it all. Constantly moving his lab location so no one can find him, he longs for the days where his projects... There's so many nice little, like, Easter egg, self-referential moments there. Them moving the location of their studio. Please grab that. I've hit... Thank you.
Okay, I think that's everything here.
I do like how they cross it off when you have everything done. Alright, my dogs are barking like crazy. Sorry if you hear them.
Fuel distribution. Here we go.
Fedra secured the shit out of this place.
Boston always had food shortages. Hungry people get desperate.
Question mark? Weird. We got fresh intel. There's an active WLF hideout on Spring and 5th. Grab any available soldiers in your sector and head to the hideout ASAP. Execute any suspects, secure the location, and await my arrival. Ruthless. Wait. Hold on, let me see what they're barking at. This is for... Ugh. All right, I don't even know where I'm supposed to go anymore. Inside here. I want to kind of search these other question marks before I don't want to go to the main one and it progress the entire game where I can't search the other things. Jorkin.
Jotting this down.
Of course you are, Ellie.
What have you got there?
So many letters. All people did in this time. I guess there's not much else to do.
They cleared this place out.
I heard another rumor that the West Lake Bank has never been searched. If that's true, then it'll be filled with more pre-outbreak supplies. I say we go for it. If there are enough weapons in there, I know some guys that we can trade with for safe passage out of this hellhole. Come on, man. I don't have the balls to go in there by myself. Yo, what up, PB? Crystal Palace, dude. Very cool.
Haven't seen one of these in a while.
I love that, with both Newcastle and Crystal Palace, both English domestic cup competitions were won by teams on long major trophy droughts. Place the tip of the device against exposed skin. Push the device firmly until it clicks. Hold in place for 3 seconds. Observe reading on central display. Yes, sir. Very much. Well, I am in one of those like situations where like I need to probably end stream because I have some adulting stuff to do, but I want to play this game. We just recently got rated, so I want I don't want to just I want to make it worth it for them. But ultimately I really want to keep playing the game. Maybe pistol. Add a magazine to increase reload speed and hold more rounds. Okay, that's 50 of 82. If I wanted to do my pistol, I love this animation and all that. The detail into the gun, the dropping the chamber. Okay, what was the other one? 50, so I can't get both? Sad. Okay. This, reload speed. We're doing it. So fire. Ooh, I can do this too. The revolver's fire rate, love that. It's been a weird season. Winning the league, Newcastle, Palace, United, and Spurs. Not only in 15th, 16th, 17th place, but also in the Europa League final or the Conference League final. Or is it the Europa? It's the Europa League final. And then Chelsea's in the Conference League final. The fact that because of Palace winning today... Yo, what up, Ben? Because of Palace winning today, there's a chance that Brentford, Brighton, Bournemouth, even Fulham, depending on how the last couple of league matches go, could potentially end up in Europe next year. Wicked. Brentford in the Conference League would be cool as hell. Another day in paradise.
Damn, that's pretty good.
That is good. What you been up to, Ben? Dude, adverts at the worst time. I was in my bag on that spill.
Man, imagine this place when everything was intact.
Ooh. Dude, I want to bust this open, but I'm sure there's zombies. How do you look?
They got a bunch of records here.
The sleek habit.
The sick habit.
Close enough.
Okay. We only listened to it like 100 times together.
I was only listening to it because I thought you were cute.
Y'all can hear the dialogue even when, like, let's say I'm turned away and the other character's talking. Ooh, there's a guitar. All right, back. Yeah, I was just saying how dope it'd be if you know, Brentford, Bournemouth, Brighton, or even Fulham ended up in Europe next year. So dope. I really hope Chelsea go on a run and Newcastle and City don't make the Champions League next year. That'd be cool. And not even from like let's remove the petty, you know, obviously as a Liverpool fan, City have, you know, pipped us for a couple titles and that hurts. Let's even ignore that. I just think it'd be interesting on a completely neutral standpoint if they're not in the Champions League and they don't have the status at the time. Does it change the chart, like all of the investigations and the charges against them and things like that? Like, do they come to the come to the forefront more because they're not in the Champions League, and at this point they're like, you know what? Because like maybe they don't want to do it when City's competing for the Champions Leagues, and they know that punishing them removes a City versus Madrid semifinal, right? But if they're not going to be in the Champions League, then that's not a deterrent, and they might, I don't know. Anyways, this tall, laconic presence seems unassuming enough. Bullied and misunderstood early in life due to his inability to speak above the level of a mumble, he was forever changed when ancient cosmic beings bestowed upon him the word, a mystical phrase that when spoken, or even muttered, will drive everyone in earshot insane. Thankfully, his considerable height often gives him away and allows his potential victims plenty of time to run or plug their ears. Das Wort, 8080.
Check this out.
Dude, I mean, obviously there's the Trent element, so I don't want to get this thrown back in my face too much, but if that's really true and like Holland
Wow, that was
that's because like again his dad played for them, and I know that loyalty has been waning and like that kind of concept in American sports and world footy all around the world. Like loyalty to your boyhood team or anything like that has kind of gone out the window more and more, and then when you do see examples of it, it makes it all the doper. But that would be crazy. Like 1 year, it's like
that was an interesting.
it's not like they got relegated. It's just 1 year without Champions League football, you know?
I am a natural. Admit it.
I love you.
Whatever. We're starting a band.
How about you be my groupie?
I don't even know where she's talking from. Thank
Your
you.
What? Well, okay. Bands apparently had these hardcore fans that would just follow them around.
Isn't that what I'm already doing?
That's funny.
I guess so.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a fan of when games have like a character. Like, so in this case, I'm Ellie, right? And Dina's floating around me. It's really annoying in these kind of games when if I'm not facing them or I'm not by them, they get much quieter. And I get that they're it's supposed to be immersive and they're supposed to be that sense of like, oh, they're over there, so their voice is muffled. But like, you then can't hear it. And it's like, I would rather just hear it. Like, let me hear your narrative that you've written. I was watching one of my favorite streamers, Co Carnage, earlier, and he worded it really well about the concept of one of the I think the most important things for a game developer to have to decide, and like when they're making their game, is there's a very fine line or like area of you want to make the game fun and you want to make games immersive. But sometimes the more immersive you make it, the less fun it can become. Like some people don't like Red Dead Redemption 2 because it's a little too immersive and everything, like all the skinning animations and the crafting, and it's kind of, you know, drawn out. And some people don't like that. And so like I think you get those, like, you got to find the right balance. So sometimes you might make a decision and you're like, this is going to hurt immersion a little bit, but it makes it more fun. And so we're actually cool with that. And in one instance here, and then you have to make those decisions anyways. All right, so we came out of the courthouse. I guess it's time to go into the big building, and that's maybe what we'll call it. Oh, okay, if I go right, there's a question mark. Ooh, we did see this on one of the letters.
Where are you going?
There's something back here.
It said it's the same code as West 2. Use gate code. I heard Real will go in for him, but I don't know really. It's English press and half of it. True. I would like to think that he would be down to ride out 1 year without Champions League football. Obviously, a lot of Liverpool stars have had to do that a couple times. And almost an additional time if Alisson doesn't have his iconic header against West Brom. That's another crazy thing is... So, you know, we lost in that Champions League final in 2022 to Madrid, 1-0, Vinicius at the back post. But had we won it, it would have made Alisson even more of a legend, because the year before, we almost didn't qualify for the Champions League. We were rattled with injuries. That's the season where we were like no center backs, and we had to use like Ozan Kabak and Nathan Phillips. And Alisson scored a goal to help rescue or to get his points against West Brom, and that wound up getting us into the Champions League. And then the following year is when we went all the way to the final and almost, you know, we actually didn't really play that well, so I don't want to say almost won. The irony is we lost in 2022 1-0, didn't really play that well. We lost 3-1 to Madrid in 2017 or 2018, we played phenomenally. Like, we got beat by a larger score line in the game that we played far better in. But that's the cruel nature of the sport. Okay, we got to find this code. You think it's the same as the other one? We'll start with that. What was it? 86722? But I don't think that was at a gate. That was in the courthouse. Oh, this is only a 4-digit one.
Okay,
Never mind.
double
Scratch
check.
that.
Go slow.
I feel like I haven't gotten the note for that yet. And I don't want to bore stream by going through all these letters and looking for it. But I think that's where I'm going to call it for this stream. And I'm going to look through these real quick. Off stream. I don't even know how far I would need to go back. Joel's watch, probably too far. Oh, wait, hold on. Maybe I don't need to look that hard. Checkpoint gate codes. Ooh, 04. Oh, look at that. 0451. A lot easier than I thought. 0451. You'd think they would smash the league without being in Europe. Ooh, yeah, that's a good point. Well, 0451. I thought that was going to give us an advantage last year when we were in the title race.
Yes.
Led it for a while last season before falling off.
That was some good scavenging.
Hell, we were in for a quadruple last year until like March. It would have been a baby quadruple. We were leading the league. We were in the FA Cup and the League Cup. Obviously, we went on to win the League Cup. And then we were in the Europa League quarterfinals at the time, or was it round of 16? Anyway, either way, and we were the favorites at the time to win. But obviously, we got beat by Atalanta, and they were well and truly the deserved winners. Society of Champions. Who's this one? Flo. Ooh. Olga Kuznetsova. Graduating at the top of her class from a prominent sci-tech university, Olga was recruited by the Russian government to further their research into dark energy. Fearing the tech would be used for war, her attempt to sabotage their experiments resulted in her consciousness fusing with water vapor. Now she is able to channel her soul into any body of water and conjure objects in any form of water. These are so dope. I love these. At those 6 goals, wasn't it? One of them was sick. Yeah, he had the overhead. One of them, I mean, it was well struck, but Loris Karius, that was his arms as he tried to catch it. Now it goes on to, we go on to find out later that he was potentially concussed for the latter half of that match, and that might explain why he had 2 really bad errors. Because the thing is, we were actually ahead in that, if I remember correctly, or it was 1-1, Mane with a phenomenal goal. And you're like, all right, game on. And Karius tried to roll the ball out in our goalkeeper's hands in his area, and he tries to start the attack by rolling it out, and it's weak, it's poorly angled, it's poorly executed, and he throws it, essentially rolls it right out to Benzema to just put it in an open net. And you're like, okay, cool. And then, however long later, Bell tees one up, and again, it's well struck. It has the little Bell knuckle that he can put on the ball, but Karius has essentially he has the chance to put his whole body behind it, and it just squirms through his arms. Not ideal. But I guess the bright side of it, the silver lining, is it told our ownership group that like, hey, you need to go get yourself a top class keeper, and we went and spent 60 million or whatever it was on Allison, and he's arguably been best in the planet, but best on the planet when he's
I
healthy.
go crazy.
Well, some people did. Come on, let's find a way in.
Of course, with goalkeepers though, it ebbs and flows. Like obviously form, and like injuries and stuff. Because like if you go back 4 years ago, there's periods where I'd say Allison's the best on the planet, but so was Jan Oblak. When he's healthy, so was Manuel Neuer, obviously. Dude, I wish you could make the, like, side dialogue louder. When they're talking in the open world, I can barely hear it. All right, I'm gonna call it there. I am probably gonna stream again later. I could see Brighton going far on corner squad. I agree. I think it'd be cooler if Brentford or like a Bournemouth went, because they seem like they're a little further behind in terms of a football club Premier Leagueifying itself. You know what I mean? As you build the infrastructure up and the academy up and the you hire more staff, right? You right, there's a lot that you have to take on other than the players. And so I feel like Brighton's a bit further along, so it'd be cooler to see for Brentford or Bournemouth, whatever. But because I also think Brighton was in the Europa League within the last couple of years. They finished top 6 one year. Um, but yeah, with all that said, Brighton would be the team I'd be like, I actually think they could make a solid quarterfinal run. Now, there's often good teams left in the Conference League because of how teams like kind of fall down and whatnot. Like you'll have a solid, like a Fiorentina, right? Solid club. All right, yeah, I'm gonna back out of this. I don't normally raid people. I read that there was a sick bell. You think that's West Ham can win the conference? Any Premier League team was when they won it. Was that the last year of Declan Rice, or did he have 1 year after that with them? It's kind of crazy to think the Conference League is already a couple years old. Well, I'm gonna look at a little footy stuff real quick. Footy stuff. One thing I love in terms of like traditions and stuff, I love how as best as y'all can, on the day of the FA Cup final, essentially no other like league match is played anywhere in the country. Again, with a couple asterisks, but like essentially it's cool that the country like shuts down elsewhere, and it's like, you know, I don't know when that tradition would have started. Like, did that start when the FA Cup still had more meaning? Right? I don't know, but given how the FA Cup's meaning has waned, I think it's dope that the England does that to kind of like put more respect on the FA Cup. Like everyone else is going to be watching. This is what you're watching. Now, there are often like U18 finals, and like the National League might have their like playoff for promotion. Those might happen. So like essentially one-off super important matches potentially could happen, but generally speaking, league play is shut down across the country and they focus on one game. I think that's dope. This will be the 4th winner this season. He got player of the tournament. Yeah, he won it, then left. Dude, he was very good in the Champions League this year. Although I will say in that second half of the second leg, it started to look like everything caught up to him, because he started to look real sluggish. But he was brilliant throughout. I queued into a comp match and it put me in a substitute as dude. Yo, Z, remind me again, what console do you play Rivals on, and what rank are you? Like, are we ever going to be able to play? Are you on console? Was League 2 promotion semifinal, but Prim gets stopped. Not just Prim. I think it's all up and down the pyramid again, except for like like U18, U21, the unders, if they have finals and or things for promotion. So it might not necessarily be a final, it could be a semifinal, but if it's for promotion and those kinds. But generally speaking, you're not gonna have like, I don't know, Charlton and Crew playing in their 37th league match out of 42 on that day. Like, are there other ones? Oh wow. Holy shit, spot on. U18 final on the dot. I just remember like this dynamic because it affected my work a couple years ago because I was sitting there, I was like, there's no other matches. And they're like, yeah, the U21, this is going on. I was like, oh. And then this one's for promotion, I imagine. Yeah. Knots and Wimbledon, yeah. But that's why at the beginning, yeah, people, I was trying to like word it. I was like, with a few exceptions, but generally speaking, I just think it's cool how y'all shut down the league on that day, league play, and that way there's like an emphasis on the FA Cup. There's a lot of people who, like now it's like, because there, some people might just prefer, especially you, I don't know, people in a town in Wales, they might not give two shits about Palace and Man City if two local fifth tier Welsh, like they might, if that was all that's on, right, they might go care about that more. But with not having that, it kind of like makes even the most random fan, now they kind of like, oh shit, it's the only thing on the telly. Anyways, I think that's dope. Now, obviously, we don't really have an equivalent. Like the Super Bowl is obviously going to be the only football game. Now there is, okay, it's not true anymore, but for decades, one thing that was cool is the NFL would never have a game on a Friday. And college football was also supposed to not have games on Fridays. And that was to kind of like honor Friday Night Lights, which is, what we call, that's like the thing for high school football, right? And so, in order to keep high school football as like the main thing, wherever you live in the country, you can live in Main Street America, or like Manhattan or wherever. High school football is going to be the football that you're watching that night. And that way it kind of feeds back into the grassroots of it all. But we've seen the NFL just say, screw that. There's too much money to be made, son. They had a Black Friday game. Now that's kind of an exception, but it's not really, because there's always going to be a Black Friday. There's like always going to be the Friday after Thanksgiving. So anyways. All right, yeah, I think I'm going to call it there. I will see you guys later. I appreciate y'all hanging out. Your PC in silver too. You have no way to play? All right, well, we're going to have to play quick play and stuff. Because what Nim does is Nim has a PlayStation as well, so he hops on the PlayStation so we can play ranked. Because apparently you can't cross-platform ranked, unfortunately. Because all of you PC cheaters, I say that as I'm on a computer. The Prem is the only league left going in England. All the rest have finished. Oh, that's a good point too. I forgot they've already ran their 42. Damn. And this morning before the FA Cup, I was watching. So Bundesliga, this was the last day for them, and they had a lot of cool battles for like Champions League spots as normal, right? And then Europa League, and it wound up trickling down. And ESPN here, they actually did something that was super dope. They called it Goal Arena, and it had like a name in German. It was like Conference. But it was essentially like an NFL red zone like presentation of all of the Bundesliga games, and it was kind of like dropping you in. Like anytime there was a chance, it'd be like, all right, look, we're tuning into Hoffenheim and Stuttgart. Boom, chance, goal here, and then they were trying to keep you updated on as the table changed, which your boy did on stream for the Champions League, the last day of the league, when what we used to know as the group stage. I had the table up, and I was like, yo, they just went from 24th to 17th. This is big, yada yada. How'd you know I was a PC cheater? Lucky guess. I need to install it. My computer is certainly good enough to run it. And I know I can use my controller on PC. So we'll figure it out. But then, like, is there cross progression? I would have, like, I wouldn't have any of my Battle Pass stuff or any of that. Whack. Can't do that. Can't do that. Yeah, you're welcome. That's fine, Nim. Whatever your main account is that you would want to get like progression to Battle Pass and stuff, that's the account I would want you to be on more often if we can help it. Yeah, they do that on Match of the Day on the last day of the season. True. Right. I wasn't saying it was like a first of a kind, but it was dope this morning because it kind of snuck up on me the fact that the Bundesliga was ending today. I guess. Sorry, that I've not been articulating my points as well this last 20 minutes. My bad. Um, but yeah, in the context of like waking up, I already had the FA Cup to watch, and then you mentioning the lower divisions, the Championship, the League One, League Two, finishing it. I was like, oh yeah, the Bundesliga sneaking up on me. Anyways, I'm gonna hop off. I'm rambling now. I think I'm gonna stream a little bit later. It's probably gonna be too late for you, PB. So I appreciate you hanging out with us now. Do that on match of the day. I think Sky Sports do it too. You have your accounts linked? I think so. I looked it up. No dude, how is it 2025 and there's major games still without cross progression? I honestly think cross progression should be more of a necessity and a focus and a priority than cross play, in my opinion. Of course, I want to say that I am very fortunate to be able to afford a PS5, an Xbox, a PC, a Switch. So the cross play is more relevant to a lot more people. But so I wanted to add that disclaimer. I understand. But to me, cross progression is more important. It's good and exciting to watch though, that's for sure. Absolutely, PB. I appreciate you kicking it with us. Who do you have in the final of the Champions League? You got Inter or PSG? Well, they have neither. They slightly have crossplay. Exactly. Like they have bare bones crossplay. Now, in fairness, I think they could easily enable total crossplay, but they're doing it for a competitive integrity standpoint in the sense of like they don't want console players to have to play with the potential of a hacker in the PC community. Enter, I do too. I think if I think if Barcelona would have progressed, I think PSG would have beaten Barcelona in a one-off. I think that Inter though beat PSG in a one-off, and I even think PSG is currently playing and have been really since late January as the best side in Europe. They eviscerate teams. Their patterns of play, their movement, their understanding of when to dovetail, when to underlap, overlap. They're incisive. Carvajali is incredible. But with that said, I think PSG in general, regardless of who they play, they have that monkey on their back, right? They've never won it, all the money that they've spent. And until they win that first one and get that done, I think that's going to linger and that's going to play on players' psyches. I also think Inter, a lot of their core have recently went to a final. So the nerves are going to be less for them than the PSG, who a lot of them have not been to a Champions League final. Then you add the extra monkey on the back that the PSG players are going to have. Then you add the extra sense of redemption that the Inter core, who lost 2 years ago, will have. And tactically, in a one-off match, I think Inter win as well. Dude, I don't think I want Tottenham to win a major trophy, kind of in their drought. Although it is the season of English sides ending long trophy droughts, major trophy droughts. But I don't want United to win, and I think United losing to Tottenham, like when we went into the Champions League final against Tottenham, the only thing I thought we would beat them. But the thing that made me nervous is that if we don't, that the shit talking that other English fans would have over Liverpool if we not only lost the Champions League final, lost it to any other English side, lost it to Tottenham, and gave them their first match. Dude, we'd have never heard the end of it. It would have basically been like all 5 of the Champions Leagues we did have at that time. Obviously, we have 6 now. They would have kind of been almost like whittled down. You've been like, we're only going to give you credit for 2 because that's such a bad loss. I was terrified. With all that said, I want United to lose to them so bad because of that. Because you're logged in as a PS and wait. Nim, is that because you're logged in as a PS or PS account? Is that in reference to me talking about the competitive integrity comment? Because if so, I didn't know that. I assumed it was for a competitive integrity thing. A sweaty 2-year-old on PC is more scary than a hacker. Real. We can't have Spurs winning anything. They don't deserve it. But dude, if United were the ones that lose, it's almost, to me, that outweighs the like, fuck, Tottenham finally, like, you know, it's almost like we lose something to trash talk Tottenham about, but we gain something to trash talk United about, and that's probably worth more in general. And so, yeah. If Spurs win something, same as Arsenal, yeah. Oh, dude, from their own, like, that's from their fans. I was worried about what you guys would say to me as a Liverpool fan if we lost to them in 2018. But we didn't have to worry about it. The cross progression. There's no cloud server like Epic Games to cross progress. Oh. Well, you know, it even took Apex years to finally add cross progression, but they added it. A very like clunky version, but they added it. Yo, you know, speaking of winning Champions Leagues and trophies and stuff, you want to know a cool flex? Liverpool are the, like, we're the last team. Well, no, how do I word this? So, first off, as you might know, once you win 5 Champions Leagues, this is no longer damn, I fucked this whole thing up. Let me start over. Okay, up until recently, if you win 5 Champions Leagues, you got to keep that trophy. So normally when you win your first for like 6 months, maybe a year, for a while, that club gets to keep old big ears, right? They get to keep that trophy. But eventually you have to give it back to UEFA, right? And then you get a replica that's a little smaller than the actual one. But then when you win your 5th, you would actually get to keep that, and then they would make a new cup, a new trophy, and you'd keep the actual one. Liverpool, when we won our 5th in 2005, and we got to keep it, sometime after that, they changed that rule. So, like, we're the last club that actually got to keep a real Champions League trophy. The other super dope thing is technically one of the Champions Leagues that like United won. I don't remember the exact way you play it out, but one of the Champions Leagues that United won is actually in our museum. Yeah, I think, wait, so United won it in like 2000 or 2001, right? Somewhere around there. And yeah, it was the year they won the treble, maybe 99. United won in 99, right? They got to keep that trophy, okay, for however long, and then they gave it back to UEFA. That same piece of silverware is eventually what Steven Gerrard held up in Istanbul and is now in our museum. Like, the actual silverware. Now we have it permanently. So it's like a double flex. It's like no other team's going to get that even when they hit 5. And we were able to, like, that was the most previous English side to win it. When we won it in 2005 was United. So I was like, nah, we're keeping that. So when they won it in 2007 and 2008, that was, or whenever that was, when John Terry slipped in the rain, sorry to remind you, that trophy is a replica that they keep. The one they have now. I'm rambling. I'm so dumb. All right, I'll see you guys. I'm gonna raid to sell, and then I'll see you cats later tonight, hopefully, for more gaming. Nim and Z, I will see you in my Discord in like 10-ish minutes, 10-15, if y'all are down. If y'all are still down for the Marvel Rivals. I mean, PB, if you want to play Marvel Rivals with us too, you're welcome. Anyone's welcome that's a member of the Discord and whatnot. But yeah, anyways, we're still doing that, you two, if y'all are down. But yeah, I'm gonna raid out and I'm gonna stream in a little bit. All right, please, if you can, stay around and just say hey to Cell for me. She's raided me in the past. I don't know if I've ever raided her, because I normally don't stream before she's going or whatever. But anywho, please stay around just for the raid. Love you guys. I will see you on a little bit, hopefully. But again, even if I don't stream again tonight, I am streaming 30 straight days at minimum. This is the Saxy Summer something Steaktacular. Streamtacular steak. Good eating. All right.